All right, man. Moving on to the NFL. Another head coach bites the dust. The Bears fire Matt Eberflus. Matt Eberflus, 14-32 in 2.5 seasons with the Bears. I don't think Matt Eberflus was a good coach. And I had Matt Eberflus as an assistant. He was with the Cowboys way back in the day. The Bears, when you look at it, it might be a very enticing job. And the reason that I say that is because you have a quarterback. I still think Caleb Williams is a good quarterback. I still think Caleb Williams can take – I believe in the skills. I do. I believe that he has – now, the whole Patrick Mahomes thing, I didn't like that in college. I was never a fan of that in college. Like, let Patrick be Patrick. He's in a class in the world of his own. And so I do believe that he has the talent. Still on a rookie deal. So that means you got money to play with. You got guys like DJ Moore under contract. Rome Odunze under contract. You can put some more pieces around him on the offensive line and protect him better. But the next head coach has to be an offensive-minded coach. Like, what you can't do is you can't ruin Mitch Trubisky, the Bears. You can't ruin Justin Fields. And now you ruin Caleb Williams. Whoever the next coach is for the Bears, I think this might be, when you think about all the jobs that's coming available, I think the Jets, I know the Jets will be looking. I think the Giants will be looking. The Jags will be looking. Cowboys probably be looking. Who else? Bengals, maybe looking. I said the Jags. Miami might be looking. So there's some other jobs that may be coming available. But when you're looking at these jobs, the first thing that I always look for is, do we have money to spend? And do we have a quarterback? Because you don't have a quarterback, you're starting behind the 8 ball. And I believe that Caleb Williams is as advertised. I think he has a really good skill set, but I just think he needs the right molding and nurturing. I think he needs that offensive-minded coach. Now, I'm not a fan of it, but there's been talk that maybe you reunite him with his college coach. I'm not saying I'm a fan of it. I'm saying that whoever you bring in, you know who the Bears, this is a sidebar. You know, I was thinking, like, the Bears are probably going to mess around and bring in John Gruden or something like that. I hope not, because I don't think what John Gruden did, he should get another second. He shouldn't get a second. And I'm a man of second chances, but there's certain things that I don't think you should get a second chance from. So keep doing your videos on Barstool and YouTube, John Gruden. I don't think you should be a NFL head coach. But I think there's just something that goes to my mind, that John Gruden may be a guy who they give an opportunity to. But I think the Bears might be one of the most interesting jobs because of the quarterback position still on his rookie deal, to being able to spend money and build around that. But Matt Eberflus is out. I don't blame the Bears. I mean, he didn't win. He's a defensive guy. Things got better after they fired their OC, but Matt had his chances. He had his chances and things didn't work out there, so it's time for some fresh blood. And honestly, they said that he lost the locker room a lot before, and then you start hearing the players come out in the media after he was fired and like, God don't make no mistakes. I'm like, come on, that's low ball. That's low ball. But if you lose the locker room, you got to lose your job. Huh? They got money to pay players. But the Bears have never been one who've paid coaches. That's the difference. I think Ben Johnson is definitely, you got to consider him, right? Bobby Slowik, you got to consider him. But the Bears haven't been a team that has spent a lot of money on its coaches. They've gotten guys who have been retreads. They've gotten guys who really want to coach and just so they can kind of give out the number they want. Like Ben has been very clear. I'm breaking the bank when I leave Detroit. I'm not leaving Detroit for pennies. I'm leaving Detroit and you're going to make me one of the highest paid coaches in the league. That's what he wants. And he's putting the product out there that says that I should be paid that. If they go and they win a Super Bowl this year, at least get to Super Bowl this year, a lot of that's Ben Johnson. A portion of that is Ben Johnson. So I don't think that number's going to change. And if I'm Ben Johnson, I control all the cards because I can always go back to Detroit. They'll give me a raise. I'll make some more money over there, and I won't have the responsibilities of running a whole team. I'll just have to run my offense, and I'll make $6 million, $7, $8 million, whatever it'll be, and then I'll just wait. Because eventually someone will get desperate enough. If he continues on his trend, someone will get desperate enough and goes, I need a splash. I need a name. I need whatever. What's the cost? $14 million, $15 million? Deal. It'll happen. It'll happen. But I don't know if it'll happen in Chicago this year. It may. Maybe Chicago finally goes and say, you know what? We've done it that way. It hasn't worked for us. Maybe if we get Ben Johnson, he gets with Caleb Williams, we can find ourselves back in the Super Bowl again.